Hi guys, this is Sheriffdeen-Academy. So welcome back to another video of us. We are going to be discussing about the NSE professional exam. Actually, I'm planning to make a series of videos about the NSE exams and interviews. So this is actually going to be the first of them. So some months back, I've already created a video on how to register as a graduate member of the NSE. So let's say you are a graduate, you just graduated from university after your NYSC, you can actually register as a graduate member. I will try to compile a series of lectures or videos on this topic. So for today, I will just be talking about the general guidelines for you to be able to become a professional member of the NSE. Then I will also talk about a little bit about how the exam and the interview is going to be graded. So but before we go into that, I would like to appreciate everyone that have already subscribed to this channel. I actually love you. You are one of the things that motivate us to continue making civil engineering design videos on this channel. So please, if this is also your first time hitting on my video, kindly hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification. This will actually help us a lot in order to create more exciting original Nigerian content about engineers, civil engineering design and all of that. So but before we actually go into the NSE professional exam, there are a lot of things that used to bother a lot of, let me say, newbies about the NSE and the COREN. So some actually find it difficult to differentiate between the two. So because of that, I'm going to be demonstrating, I'm going to be going to the NSE websites and show you some of the frequently asked questions about NSE and COREN. Then from there you understand what NSE stands for and what COREN stands for. We all know that NSE is the Nigerian Society of Engineers, while the COREN is the Council for Registration of Engineering in Nigeria. So COREN deals with registration, how you can become a professional member. So COREN is an organ of the federal government. So and it is actually established by law. So it's concerned majorly with certification of individuals for the purpose of practicing engineering in Nigeria. So if you want to do anything relating to becoming an registered engineer, you have to go through the COREN. I hope you understand. But the NSE is just a voluntary association that was established by practitioners of the engineering profession. So let us look a little bit about the frequently asked questions about NSE, in which NSE itself answered them on their website. This is frequently asked questions from NSE website. I'm going to put the link to any website or page that I visit in this video, so from there you can easily grab them for your own use and reference. So the first thing here is you have what is NSE. We all know it's the Nigerian Society of Engineers, which is umbrella organization for the engineering profession in Nigeria. So you might ask yourself, what are the benefits of becoming a member of the NSE? Actually, the benefits are given in another link, in which once you click on it you can check them. So while that page is loading, so we have different so these are the benefits of becoming a member of the NSE: courses, workshop and conferences, career and employment advice, and a lot of other things that you can actually check: award and prize, funding, competition, international relation, code of engineering conduct, and what have you. So those are some of the benefits of becoming a member of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. So but for you to become a member, what are the requirements? The requirements are actually given, which we are going to be talking about them in this video as we move on. Then some of the things you might want to ask is the difference between the COREN and the NSE. You can see that COREN is empowered to regulate the practice of engineering in all aspects, and NSE is dedicated to provide quality service. So NSE will actually deal with organizing conferences, international relation and all of that, but COREN does majorly deals with the regulation and certification. I hope you understand. So that's the major difference. So you can now ask that if you are a member of COREN, that is, maybe you are a registered member of COREN, can you also become a member of NSE? Yes, you can. So if you also are an NSE, you can also apply to join COREN. So what are the benefits of paying dues? There are a lot of benefits. So if you do not pay your dues, what will happen? Something like that. So your membership status will be inactive and you won't have access to any financial member, what any financial member have access to, something like that. That's just a normal stuff. So these are some of the frequently asked questions about NSE. So if you have other questions, you can leave them in the comment section. I will try to give a response to them. So now to the actual content of this video. So I'm going to be looking at two things. So the first of them is the general guidelines for application. So then we also talk about the grading criteria. So to talk about this is actually to bring, it is recommended that we make use of a reliable source, which is from the NSE itself. So you can go to NSE website under resources. There are a lot of documents that you can read for you to become a member. So this document was updated in 2018 and by the Nigerian Society of Engineers. So the title is Syllabus for NSE Professional Exam and Interview. So this is about 19 pages, but I will just scroll down to this part of the document. General guidelines for B1, B2 and B3 professional interview and examination, including C1 routes. Actually, all these B1, B2 are categories in which NSE has already grouped individuals into. So if you fall in each of these categories, you'll be able to register. So I will make another video in which I'm going to explain the categories in which you can, summary of registration, the categories in which NSE group individuals, so you know your category. Then from there you can now determine how you can register. So let us just look at the general guidelines. So the first of them is that the candidate should have at least 4 years of professional experience following the graduation before the date of your professional exam. So you must have 4 years of practicing engineering, either in the design aspect. You see, it can either be design or at least another year in field of construction or production. So then the candidate is expected to produce 2 volumes of technical reports, so volume 1 and 2, and each of these must not exceed 100 pages. So if you are writing something that might be more than 100 pages, so they recommend that you can increase the number of volume to 3. They don't want more than 100 pages. So then, the next line is talking more about the report. So the volume should comprise of postgraduate experience reports, that is volume 1, while the volume 2 should comprise detailed project reports and BEME, as may be applicable to candidate field of engineering. So it depends on your field, so that will determine how this report is going to be written. Then another point here is you have to, so the postgraduate experience report must contain minimum of 3 projects the candidate have carried out or participated within the 4 years or more years of pupillage. So this is just talking about the report. Then they also give you how all these things have to be done. Then a detailed project report must be one of the projects enumerated in the postgraduate experience. that is talking about the volume 2. So you just give actual detailed explanation on how everything is being done. Then all drawing generated from design. So this is maybe why you are carrying out your pupillage. In respect to the work executed by the candidate within the pupillage period must be prepared, drawn with AutoCAD or any other software in minimum size of A3. Then the candidate must submit 3 spiral bound set of the reports, and any contribution he or she must have published, like maybe a publication, a patent, or something like that. Then in addition to the technical report, the candidate must be tested on national and technical essay, computer proficiency, as well as objective questions in general engineering. So these are the guidelines in which are laid down by the NSE. So you can actually read through. I'm going to leave the link to this PDF in the description of this video. You can download it from there and check through them. So these are the categories in which you can become a member of the NSE. You have the civil group. Civil group is divided into, which is my own group as a civil engineer: civil, structure, geotechnics, water, highway, and environmental engineering. So we have the mechanical group, electrical, agric, I think about 6 group. Yes, we also have specialist and interdisciplinary group. So this deals with space engineering, facility management, safety engineering, procurement, and quality assurance. So each of these groups, we now have a summarized syllabus for each of them. So let me go to my own group, which is civil. You can see that the candidate should write his or her report in any of the 2 of the following: either structures or material, hydraulics, irrigation or water resources, environmental, soil, highway, construction management, and economics. Then the candidate should show practical experience in any of the area mentioned in the technical reports. Then the candidate should write technical essay in any of the area choosing. So those are the requirements from NSE. You can read your own category from here. So then let me now go to the grading. So this is the last part I want to talk about in this video. So the grading criterion for you to become a registered member of the NSE. So grading criteria here, they say a fail in professional experience means outright repeat of the entire interview or exam. So if you fail, you have to repeat everything. Every candidate is expected to score 50% as pass mark for each of the modules of NSE professional exam or interview. So if a candidate fails not more than 2 modules, he or she is expected to repeat the failed module only. That is, if you fail in modules, just like you only fail in 2 modules or 1 module, you can just repeat that module without repeating the entire exam. So any candidate who score less than 50% in the entire interview or exam is expected to repeat the interview or exam. Any candidate who fails more than 2 modules of the entire interview is expected to repeat the entire. They are just making repetitions, I think. So the important thing is that in each of the modules you must try to score at least 50% for you to be able to beat this pass mark of the NSE professional exam. So I hope with this video you've been able to learn at least a little bit about the NSE interview exam, what you're expected to do. In the next couple of videos, I will make more content on the exam itself, on the report. As I've already mentioned, I'm also going to create a video on explaining each category of registration of the NSE. I hope you understand. Thank you. See you in our next video.